Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this story. The Sarawak government has taken various proactive measures to address the state's aging population through the implementation of related policies and initiatives to care for the elderly. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian said an aging population is an inevitable reality. Hence, it requires proper and holistic management so that Sarawakians may continue to lead a healthy and high-quality lifestyle.
He emphasized that the focus is not only on providing long-term care, but also on the early prevention of non-communicable diseases through a healthy lifestyle.
We cannot say that you don't get old, but we encourage healthy aging. That you get all healthy. And then you all can see that. I always talk about 3+1. A lot of people don't understand what is 3+1 is. High cholesterol, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and +1 is overweight. So we are known as 3+1 now. So we are whether we like or not. So that one, we also need to encourage people to remain healthy as long as possible.
This initiative for elder care also involves providing training for caregivers as well as community collaboration to ensure the social well-being of senior citizens is well maintained. This proactive measure is seen as aligned with Sarawak's aspiration to become a developed and inclusive state by 2030, where every citizen, regardless of age, can live with dignity and a high quality of life.
A 42-year-old man has been arrested for allegedly molesting his teenage niece, a secondary school student, while she was staying overnight at his home in Lawas during the recent school holidays. Lawas District Police Chief DSP Leong Tindan said the suspect was detained at a house along Lawas Damit Road shortly after the victim lodged a report at around 3:17 p.m. last Sunday.
Following the report, a police team raided the suspect's home and successfully took him into custody. A search of the residence led to the discovery of a single-barreled shotgun and 3 rounds of ammunition. Authorities say the suspect did not possess any valid firearm license and he has been detained for further investigation. The case is being investigated under Section 14(a) of the Sexual Offences Against Children Act 2017 and Section 8(a) of the Firearms Act 1960. Police checks also revealed the suspect has 3 prior drug-related offences. In a separate operation, a 34-year-old local man was arrested for alleged drug abuse at around 9:50 p.m. on the same day. Urine tests returned positive for amphetamine and methamphetamine. He added that the second suspect had no prior criminal record and the case is being investigated under Section 15(1)(a) of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952.
Police in SARATOK have uncovered a drug den deep inside a forested area under Ops Tapis Has, leading to the arrest of 3 men who later tested positive for drug use. The raid took place on Monday after authorities received intelligence about a jungle hut believed to be used as a base for drug abuse and distribution.
A team from the SARATOK Police Headquarters, together with a mobile patrol vehicle unit, moved into the area and caught the 3 suspects red-handed. The makeshift hut, which served as their drug den, was also demolished during the operation. According to SARATOK Police Chief DSP Matthew Mangi, all 3 suspects, aged between 18 and 22, were taken to the police station for urine testing, and the suspects tested positive for amphetamine and methamphetamine. Background checks revealed that 2 of the men had prior narcotics records, while the third was a first-time offender. The case is being investigated under Section 15(1)(a) of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952, which carries a maximum fine of 5,000 ringgit or up to 2 years in jail, or both. Upon conviction, the offenders may also be placed under 2 years of supervision under Section 38B of the same Act. Police say Ops Tapis Has will continue to target remote areas suspected of being used as hideouts for drug users and pushers.
The General Operation Force GOF has struck a major blow against smugglers across Sarawak, confiscating over 4 million ringgit worth of contraband goods during a 2-week operation that saw 33 suspects arrested. The raids were conducted between October 14 and 27 under Ops Taring Alpha, Ops Taring Bravo and Ops Taring Batas Awas, targeting multiple illegal trade networks across the state. Authorities said those arrested aged between 16 and 58 were involved in smuggling, storing and selling duty-not-paid goods.
According to Sarawak GOF Brigade Commander SAC Lim Sakpai, the first major breakthrough came in Cebu when police raided a large-scale illegal alcohol storage facility. The raid led to the seizure of over 24,000 litres of untaxed beer worth more than 800,000 ringgit, together with a pickup truck and 2 containers. Lim added that another major bust followed 9 days later, also in Cebu, when police discovered a diesel misappropriation racket. In addition to those operations, GOF teams also conducted multiple raids across Kuching, Cebu, Kota Semarahan, Bintulu, Sri Aman and Lundu, resulting in more arrests and seizures. Authorities recovered hundreds of thousands of untaxed cigarettes, thousands of litres of beer and diesel and gas cylinders, with an estimated total worth of 1.8 million ringgit. Lim said the seized items and suspects have been handed over to multiple agencies for further action. The cases are being investigated under several laws, including the Customs Act 1967, Immigration Act 1959/63, Control of Supplies Act 1961, and Gas Distribution Ordinance 2016. Between January and October this year, the Sarawak GOF Brigade has recorded seizures worth more than 380 million ringgit, with 608 suspects arrested in 500 cases.
Swinburne University of Technology Sarawak celebrates a significant 25-year-old milestone tonight at BCCK with the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Pendingidan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, officiating the event. Let's cross to our correspondent on the ground, Handy Gui, for updates on this landmark occasion. Over to you, Handy.
All right, thank you, Lorenzo Isaac. I'm currently here at Borneo Convention Center, Kuching, where 25th anniversary celebration of Swinburne University of Technology Sarawak is underway, marking a significant milestone in education and innovation. Now, since opening its doors in 2000, with just 130 students, Swinburne Sarawak has grown into a globally connected institution, now serving over 4,500 students. The university's influence extends beyond academics, with more than 10,000 graduates from over 60 countries making an impact in various industries worldwide. The gala tonight was officiated by the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Pendingidan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, who is also the Pro-Chancellor of Swinburne and Sarawak. During his speech, the Premier expressed pride in the university's contribution to Sarawak's vision of becoming a knowledge-based economy. He emphasized Swinburne's role in nurturing future leaders and innovators. Now, the Premier also highlighted Sarawak's potential in energy, semiconductors and petrochemicals, urging continued investment in these key industries to secure the state's long-term development. And also, Lorenzo, guests at the celebration also witnessed the launch of a special documentary documenting the university's 25th year journey, as well as the unveiling of a commemorative book reflecting on its rich history and impact. The evening also saw the presentation of the Distinguished Alumni Awards, recognizing Swinburne Sarawak graduates who have made significant contributions to their fields. And among the distinguished guests tonight were Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian, members of the Swinburne Australia leadership, and also key figures from both the Sarawak government and industry. Well, I guess that's all from me now in Borneo Convention Center, Kuching. I'm Handy Gui reporting for TVS. Back to you in the studio, Lorenzo.
Thank you, Hendy Goy, for the updates. Meanwhile, the 47 ASEAN Summit ended on a high note where various discussions, agreements and cooperations were met, especially on economy, security and regional diplomatic ties. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim stressed that the success of this summit has proved ASEAN's commitment to remain united and bridge dialogue with world superpowers. For the final day report, let's hear it from Amira Shawel. Go ahead, Amira.
Thank you, Lorenzo. One of the major development from today's summit was during Anwar's Q&A session with the media, had later in the evening, where he stressed that Malaysia did not one way or another imply that it is submitting its sovereignty to the US after reaching a trade agreement. He clarified that the government instead has taken a direct approach while negotiating with the US.
Siapa kata kita mengalah? Yang bincang dengan Presiden Amerika itu, ya, itu pasukan dia. Ya, tetapi yang bincang hati ke hati empat mata itu saya dengan Presiden Trump. Mereka mau bicara soal rare earth di bumi. Mereka mau bicara soal semiconductor, chips, ya, jaga soal maritime. Ya. Kita bersetuju apa yang ada, bagi. Tapi apakah itu menghalang kita dengan negara China? Tak ada. Apakah menghalang kita ada hubungan dengan negara lain? Tidak. Jadi, sementara kita berunding, bukan menyerah.
On to the next update, the 20th East Asia Summit EAS held on Monday was still considered a success, even though no joint statement was issued. Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said the EAS serves as the only platform that brings together the world's major power, including the United States, China, Russia and Myanmar, around a single negotiation table.
You don't have regional meetings with their presence. Some meetings, if Myanmar comes in, the Europeans get out. Some meetings, if Russians come in, the others will not participate. But in the ASEAN-sponsored East Asia Summit, at least there was preparedness to engage and listen. They may agree, they may disagree, but that's the position taken. And the consensus ASEAN, within ASEAN, is to ensure that there is engagement.
And as of today, Malaysia has finally officially handed the chairmanship of ASEAN to the Philippines, signifying the end of the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summit on Tuesday, marking the ceremonial transition of leadership as Malaysia enters the final phase of its 2025 chairmanships. Under the theme Inclusivity and Sustainability, Malaysia's chairmanship encompasses more than 300 meetings throughout its tenure, with several more scheduled to be held before the term concludes on December 31st, reflecting its commitment to advancing the ASEAN unity, deepening regional cooperation and resilience. And I would like to share that one of the key moments between Anwar and his Philippines counterpart, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., was when Anwar bid well wishes to Marcos in a warm and friendly manner, addressing him with his nickname, Bong Bong, marking an affectionate end to a successful and productive summit.
To my friend Bong Bong, good luck. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., as you assume this responsibility, I have every confidence that under your steady hand, ASEAN will continue to act with clarity, composure, and that warmth and poise for which the Filipino people are known.
Lorenzo, that was a rather short summary of my report here during the 47th ASEAN Summit. Lots of knowledge gained throughout the event, and this event is definitely a special moment for me and the rest of the TVS KL News team. I'm Amira Shawel signing off from ASEAN Summit. Now back to Lorenzo.
Thank you, Amira, for the updates. Get all the updates you need all in one app. TVS Inspire brings you live updates on events, news and programs. Available now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. TVS Inspire will on your screen anytime, anywhere. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.